If I told you that the key to waking up your testosterone, restoring male vitality, and boosting blood circulation wasn't in a prescription drug or a synthetic hormone, but in three simple natural spices that have been used for centuries, would you believe it? They're smaller than a pill, yet powerful enough to get your blood flowing again in as little as 60 seconds, and within 7 days, you can feel a real difference. This isn't about supplements, pills, or internet hacks. This is science-backed, natural restoration. And I'm Dr. Emily Carter, 20-plus years in men's health. Today, I'll show you how these three spices work, how to use them correctly, and how to reclaim your energy, restore circulation, and even revive intimacy that once felt lost, without a prescription. We'll explore: why do erections weaken naturally after 60s? What's silently blocking your circulation, and how just one of these spices per day can rebalance your hormones, improve energy, and repair your sleep cycle. You'll get a step-by-step protocol that works in under 60 seconds, the best time of day to take it, and exactly what to expect after 7, 14, and 30 days. Your vitality isn't gone. It's simply waiting to be reawakened. Let's begin. But to understand the solution, we first need to understand the problem. After age 60, a man doesn't just face gray hair or wrinkles. He faces something quieter, but more serious: a steep decline in testosterone. On average, men over 60 lose about 1% of testosterone every year. But with today's sedentary lifestyle, chronic stress, and poor diets low in zinc and healthy fats, that drop can reach 2 to 3% per year. And low testosterone doesn't just affect your sex life. It leads to reduced blood flow to the pelvic region, making erections difficult, loss of libido, both physical and emotional, muscle loss, increased belly fat, sleep disturbances, irritability, and all-day fatigue. And most of all, the feeling that you're no longer yourself. I've had countless patients come in for chronic insomnia or unexplained fatigue, and when we tested, they all had one thing in common: total testosterone levels below 300 L. This isn't just physical, it's hormonal. The real silent saboteur of male hormones after 60 is chronic stress. Because when your body is under stress, it produces cortisol, the fight-or-flight hormone. The problem is, cortisol and testosterone are enemies. When cortisol goes up, testosterone almost always goes down. This is why even healthy men can feel drained, disconnected, or emotionally flat when stress takes over. But here's the good news: testosterone doesn't disappear, it just falls asleep. And if you know how to wake it up, gently, naturally, and in sync with your body's biological rhythm, you can restore your strength, your confidence, and your drive. For centuries, these spices were used by warriors before battle and by men before intimacy. Traditional healers knew the truth long before science caught up. These compounds reignite the masculine spark. And now, modern studies confirm that with the right combination, you can revive testosterone naturally and sustainably without relying on medication or synthetic hormones. Let's start with the first spice. Chapter 1: Panax Ginseng. The first spice I want you to remember in your journey to restore testosterone is Panax Ginseng, also known as Korean ginseng or red ginseng. This is one of the oldest herbal remedies ever used to rebuild male vitality, not only in traditional Eastern medicine, but now also confirmed by modern clinical research. For men over 60, the issue isn't that testosterone disappears entirely because your body no longer produces it consistently on its own. And Korean red ginseng is one of the few natural compounds that can reactivate your hormonal axis through two key mechanisms. It boosts nitric oxide production, which relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. And it stimulates the pituitary gland to increase natural testosterone production. A study published in the Journal of Urology showed that men who took Panax ginseng regularly, between 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams per day, for 8 weeks, experienced not only significantly improved erections, but also a noticeable increase in libido and overall energy. No medications, no hormone injections. just ginseng, used as part of a consistent daily routine. What matters most here is choosing the right type of ginseng. Not every product with the word ginseng on the label is the same. You should look specifically for standardized Panax Ginseng with a ginsenoside content of 10% or higher. That's the active compound responsible for improving male performance, supporting testosterone levels, and protecting your blood vessels. As for dosage, here's my recommendation. Start with 1,000 milligrams per day, divided into 2 doses, one after breakfast and one after lunch. If after 5 to 7 days your body adjusts well, you can increase to 2,000 milligrams daily, but I don't advise going beyond that. And don't take ginseng after 4 p.m., as it may interfere with sleep in some individuals. You can mix your ginseng with warm water, honey, or green tea to improve absorption. But most importantly, you need to stay consistent for at least 6 to 8 weeks. That's how long it takes for your hormonal rhythm to restabilize naturally. I once treated a patient, David, 67, who was deeply skeptical about herbal medicine. But after just 3 weeks of taking ginseng regularly, paired with quality sleep and a short daily walk, he called me and said, "Doctor, I no longer wake up sluggish. I started having dreams again, the kind I thought I'd lost forever." That's the signal. Not just that, testosterone is rising, but that real vitality is returning. And sometimes, all it takes is one small daily habit, like a well-timed dose of red ginseng, to begin the full comeback of your strength, energy, and confidence at 60 and beyond. On Chapter 2, Black Garlic. If you've ever heard that garlic is good for men's health, you're absolutely right. But there's a version of garlic that's many times more powerful, gentler on the stomach, odorless, and most importantly, remarkably effective for male vitality and testosterone after age 60. It's called black garlic. Black garlic is simply fresh garlic that's been fermented under carefully controlled heat and humidity for 30 to 90 days. During this process, its harsh sulfuric compounds are broken down into more absorbable forms, and one potent compound is formed, S-allylcysteine, clinically shown to have strong anti-inflammatory effects and to stimulate natural nitric oxide production in the body. Why does this matter? Nitric oxide, NO, is what allows blood vessels to dilate, especially in the pelvic region. Without enough NO, blood flow to the penis decreases, making it difficult to achieve or maintain a full erection. This happens quietly, year after year, as we age. And black garlic is one of the simplest, safest ways to reverse that trend, naturally. A study conducted in Japan found that men who consumed black garlic daily for 12 weeks showed significant improvement in erectile function, higher testosterone levels, and, what's especially interesting, they also slept more deeply, had lower blood pressure, and felt more energized in the morning. That's why I often recommend taking black garlic in the evening. If you've never tried it, here's a simple way to begin. Each night, eat 1 to 2 cloves of black garlic, about 60 minutes before bed. You can eat it straight. It has a surprisingly pleasant taste, mildly sweet, soft, and nothing like the harsh bite of raw garlic. If you want to boost its absorption, pair it with half a kiwi or a slice of banana. Both help stimulate serotonin, which supports deeper sleep and nighttime hormone recovery. Now, if you have a sensitive stomach, are on blood thinners, or are managing blood sugar, start with just 1 clove per night and observe how your body responds during the first week. Black garlic is a natural, functional food, but like any remedy, it works best when used with strategy, not guesswork. What I love most about black garlic is that you don't have to wait long to feel a difference. Many of my patients have told me that after just 7 days, they were sleeping better, waking up more refreshed, and feeling the return of an energy they thought they'd lost for good. That's the first sign. Testosterone is starting to come back. And black garlic, as small as the tip of your finger, can be the spark that sets off a profound transformation in your 60-plus vitality journey. 3. Clove. You've probably heard of clove as a fragrant spice used in cooking or herbal teas. But what most people don't realize is that clove is also one of the most potent spices for boosting male vitality in traditional Indian medicine, often referred to as a natural aphrodisiac for middle-aged and older men. And now, modern science is beginning to confirm what ancient healers already knew. A study published in BMC Complementary and Alternative Medicine found that clove extract increased serum testosterone levels by up to 38% after just 28 days of use. But the results didn't stop at hormone levels. Researchers also recorded significant improvements in sexual behavior, erection duration, and sperm density, indicating that clove has a comprehensive effect on the male reproductive system. The secret lies in two key compounds found in clove: eugenol and natural flavonoids. These offer powerful antioxidant protection, while also stimulating dopamine production in the brain, which in turn boosts desire, enhances arousal, and improves the communication between your brain and reproductive organs. For men over 60, this is more than important, it's essential. Because the drop in testosterone isn't just physical, it affects your mood, emotional connection, and intimacy with your partner. And clove, with its dual action, both hormonal and neurological, stands out as one of the few spices that can revive emotional and physical intimacy in a truly sustainable, meaningful way. Using clove is simple. Start with 2 to 3 whole cloves per day. Steep them in hot water for about 10 minutes and drink as a tea, either on their own or combined with ginger or cinnamon. If you prefer a mellow, sweet flavor, add a teaspoon of raw organic honey. Drink it in the morning or 30 minutes before dinner to optimize absorption and enhance its energizing effects. If you have a sensitive digestive system, start with just 1 clove per day, then gradually increase. And a word of caution: don't chew cloves raw. Their essential oils are extremely strong and may cause numbness in the mouth. Steeping them in tea is the safest, most effective way to consume them. Many men I've worked with report that after just 10 days of regular use, they began to feel more emotionally balanced, slept more deeply, and, perhaps most surprisingly, experienced a natural return of desire, without pressure, without force. That's why I often call clove the spice of reconnection. Not just a reconnection between your hormones and your body, but between you and your partner. And sometimes a simple cup of clove tea each day. It is the quiet invitation to rekindle romance at age 60 and beyond. If you've understood the 3 powerful spices I've shared, red ginseng, black garlic, and clove, then now is the time for a clear, structured strategy. Because results don't come from trying something once. They come from consistency, the right dosage, at the right time, in the right rhythm. This is the 4-week testosterone recovery strategy I've used with hundreds of male patients over 60, men who wanted to boost testosterone and restore vitality without synthetic hormones or pharmaceutical support. In week 1, start simple. Each morning after breakfast, take 1,000 milliliters of Panax Ginseng extract. At lunch, drink a cup of clove tea steeped with ginger or cinnamon. Before bed, eat 1 clove of black garlic, 60 minutes before sleep. This phase allows your body to adjust, activate circulation, relax the nervous system, and begin to reawaken your hormonal axis. In week 2, keep the same ginseng and clove dosage, but increase your black garlic to 2 cloves if your body responds well. Add 20 minutes of walking after lunch and 5 minutes of slow breathing every morning. You'll likely sleep more deeply, feel more emotionally stable, and notice your energy starting to return. Weeks 3 and 4 are your momentum phase. Maintain all 3 spices and add in healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or salmon with breakfast. Prioritize clean protein and reduce refined sugars. This is when your natural testosterone levels can significantly rebound, and for many of my patients, blood work shows a 15 to 25% increase in testosterone within just 28 days. And here's the most important part. You don't need to rush. Let your body relearn what it once did effortlessly, producing hormones, circulating blood, and experiencing desire naturally. No pressure, no dependence, just the right strategy and a little patience. Today, You've discovered 3 time-tested spices that have been used for centuries to restore testosterone and male vitality after age 60. Red ginseng to awaken your hormonal axis, black garlic to improve pelvic blood flow, and clove to reignite desire through dopamine and natural testosterone. I've also shared with you a step-by-step 4-week protocol to turn these 3 spices into a sustainable, safe, and side-effect-free hormone recovery journey. But in the end, it's not what you know that changes you. It's what you do. You can begin with a cup of clove tea tomorrow morning, 1 black garlic clove tonight, or a dose of red ginseng after lunch today. And if you're ready to keep going, to continue your journey of naturally restoring testosterone, improving circulation, and reviving male energy after 60, then hit subscribe to Senior Health Zone and turn on notifications. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and I'll be right here, guiding you every step of the way back to the man you were always meant to be.